Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to do another Yu-Gi-Oh deck profile using the Dark Magician. Real quick, just want to give a special thanks to all my subscribers. And if you happen to have your own YouTube channel, we got to support each other, and I will subscribe to your channel as well. And this goes to any future subscriber. If you happen to have your own channel, I will subscribe to your channel as well. But let's begin today's video. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so. Don't forget to hit the like button down below. And remember, any donation, big or small, will help the channel grow. Hope you enjoyed today's video. Alright, here we go, guys. Let's see who gets to go first. Ooh, nice. I mean, I don't mind going second with this deck, but I kind of prefer to go first because I want to start, with a lot of... I want to be able to play my trap cards where I could special summon Dark Magician from my hand or graveyard, or start setting up all my combos first. Right now with this deck, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I do not have no skill drain. I have 3 of them, but I decided to take them out. I mean, I understand the purpose of skill drain since my main character is Dark Magician and he's a normal monster, and I could just use the effect of bringing him to the field, and then with my spell card remove any card from the field once per turn each time he gets special summoned. Like, that's the main function of this deck. And skill drain is just there to get over any synchro XYZ or any fusion monster with with a strong effect, or that that negates, so we could get rid of those. Like, I get it, but I will admit I kind of rushed this deck a little bit. As soon as I started making my videos, I'm like, yo, I could do better. I need to just simplify this deck to the simplest form, like the basic form of this deck. And not only would the combos come out a lot faster, but it will also be more compatible in this meta era, because all these meta decks out there, it's like they're too much. They're crazy, especially these new fusion guys. So, I mean, the deck is pretty strong still. I was playing around with the idea of maybe having one max chaos dragon, due to the fact that the ritual monster that I have, if for whatever reason he will get destroyed, and let's say I have a ritual monster with the name chaos, or the other card that is listed, I forget, I think it's Black Soldier Luster or something like that, I don't know. Either way, if I happen to have that ritual monster, right? Like, I haven't tested it out yet, but this is what I'm thinking, because I'm definitely going to do an update. Because even though I did get some wins with this deck, easy wins at that too, I struggle a little bit. I really did. And that's not doing Dark Magician justice at all. Now, I try to make it as most clear that he quit. Like, I guess he was playing Exodia and he didn't get his combos, so he quit. Alright, let's see how we do on the next deck. With the next player. Hold on. Alright, here we go. Alright. Let's see who gets to go first. Okay, I go second. See, no problem. But like I was saying, guys, like, I haven't tested out the theory yet. But I want on the second update, I think I will, because it says ignore all summoning conditions. If your ritual monster were to die, he will special summon that ritual monster from your hand, and ignoring all summoning conditions. So that to me is like, okay, can I bring Blue Eyes Max Chaos Dragon? Would it work for that card? Because it just says Chaos on it. It doesn't specifically say Blue Eyes. So I haven't seen nobody use that combo before. And like I said, towards like the end of me making these videos, I'm like, yo, I should try that. Because right now, Blue Eyes Max Chaos Dragon is like one of my favorite cards right now. And it's literally one of my top decks that I'm using, like one of my top 3 decks. So I want to experiment with that idea. But again, like, I have the basic combos on this deck, right? Once you get going, it will be hard for them to beat you. Like, but it's like, how can I explain this? It's like, but I still find myself like it's not competitive enough. Like if I were to go to a tournament with this deck, right, I could definitely be top 5, maybe top 3 if I'm like really on a roll. But I want to be able to win that tournament. I want to be able to say Dark Magician just annihilated everybody. And since I haven't dropped no Yu-Gi-Oh content, I kind of rushed this. Like I have all the ultra rare cards, as you can see, like to make this deck function. And another thing, some of the cards that I wanted to have, Master Duels don't have them available. So that kind of, like, after I wrote my deck down on paper, I'm like, okay, this is what I want. Like 6 or 5 cards of them, Master Duel didn't have them available. So I'm like, shit. But you know, the combos are straightforward. You know, you have to have your Dark Magician, you have to have your Searcher cards, and then when you get rid of it from the graveyard, it goes to your hand. Like all the combos are here. I put 3 magic cylinders in place of the skill drain, only because to get that quick burn, and once you get your combos going, like in maybe 4 or 5 moves, you will win the match. But again, it's like I want to simplify it even more. Like, okay, if I'm gonna run magic cylinders and 1 ring of destruction, then now it's like more like, alright, I'm burning more damage to my opponent, and then all I gotta worry about attacking maybe once or twice in that game. So I could go that route, but sometimes I find myself where, you know, obviously with Harpy Feather Duster or Lightning Storm, they clearing up your backfield. So I have two Dark Bribes just to protect my backfield, in order to protect my trap card and my magic card, the continuous ones. So, but again, it's like, it's hard. It really is, because now they have so many tricks up their sleeves. So it's like, I don't want to waste my life points with Solomon Judgment. I do have 1 Solomon Strike in this deck, but it's like, it's bad enough. Like, okay, if I'm starting off slow, then I'm gonna burn half my life points. Damn, am I playing another Exodia deck? Jesus. Alright, so alright, that's fine though. Like, let's go Exodia. Let's see who gets there first. But again, and like, you know, I wanted to put what you call it? I don't know. It's like, I have so many good ideas, but again, Master Duel didn't have the cards that I was allowed to get. So I'm like, all right, I have to wait. So I put the most basic generic combos that I have here. But I want to simplify this. If I'm gonna go, because I definitely went the Ritual Summon way. All right, I have 3 of the Ritual Summon guy, but I didn't build around him. I still built around my Dark Magician. So most likely for my update, I will build around him to make sure I get there's like a whole bunch of spell cards that could give me a ritual monster plus a ritual spell card. So I have the opportunity to go that route. As you can see, I have synchros, I have link monsters, maybe a couple of XYZ. And the reason as to why I have the synchro is because those dragon monsters that I have here, they're all tuners, because I need a dragon monster in order to do some of the Dark Magician fusions. That some need a warrior, some need a dragon. So I figure, okay, if I'm gonna have dragons, I might as well make them tuners, so like that I could do 2. Like for instance, like right now I just used Dark Magician to bring out a synchro summon, and look at it, now I just brought him back. So I'm not really wasting anything. Look, and now I'm gonna ritual summon, and then on his turn I could just bring back Dark Magician again. So again, that's how the combo works. And you know I'm gonna pay the 1,000 life points to destroy that field spell card, so like that I could attack him directly. Like, and I hope he doesn't think that he's protected. All right, let's see. Let's go. Let's end this. So again, like I have options. But again, if I want to go the fusion way, that's why I have this elemental hero guy. That's why I have the dragons guys. So it's like, okay, but then again, it makes the deck a little bricky. So I need to just pick what main fusion guy I want to help me support my ritual summon guy, because this is the key star now. I'm gonna make it about him. I'm gonna make the deck stronger, faster. And again, it's like, I had the opportunities, but I went a different route. Alright, I was trying to make this deck more, how can I say this, more multifunctional by having different options. Okay, you could go synchro summon, you could XYZ summon, link summon. I was even playing with the idea of trying to make this even pendulum deck, because I have a lot of good spellcaster pendulum monsters where I could still do all this. But now I'm like, okay, now the deck is getting too crazy. I mean, I don't know. It's like I know I could do better with this Dark Magician deck. I think I really rushed it. I should have waited, because Dark Magician and Blue Eyes are one of my two favorite cards and decks to build. And since I've been out of the game for a while, seeing all these new extra support cards for Blue Eyes and for Dark Magician, it's like my mind is blown away. Like, okay. But you know how in Master Duel, man, it's hard to get these gems, bro. Like, it really is. So I had to wait a while in order to make this deck. And yet, I still can't have all the cards that I need, so. But again, like, the combos work perfectly. A lot of people like to run 2 of the trap card, the continuous trap card. I run it at 3. Same thing with the spell card. I run it at 3 because I want it to come to my hand as soon as possible. And then with my 3 searcher cards, well, 6 you could say, I have 6 searcher cards that could either put the finishing combo on top of the deck or into my hand. And we could start getting the game set up so we can win. But I would say the deck speed is a little slow. Like, yes, there are cards where they could let you draw 2 to try to make the deck. Oh, he quit. But you know what? I liked it because at least you were able to see me synchro summon and then move on and ritual. But alright, let's see how we do with the next opponent. Alright, let's see who gets to go first. Nice. Don't mind if I do, I'll go first. But I'm very happy with the deck though. I mean, even though I feel it was rushed, it still gets me wins. It really does. But I know I could do better. I'm definitely gonna do an update, like I keep saying. I'm gonna make an update for this deck. And you know what? A lot of people fall asleep on Magician of Faith, man. You forget. Once she flips over, she gets you a spell card. So that could be an extra fusion, an extra ritual monster card you could get. Or if they destroy one of your continuous spell card, that could come back to your hand. Like she's a searcher. And I was also thinking of putting 1 Mask of Darkness, because that's the counterpart to her, meaning when he gets flips, he brings you a trap card back from your graveyard to your hand, just like she brings you a spell card from the graveyard to your hand. So I was thinking of running 1 of each in case they destroy my trap card. I could bring it back, or any other trap card, obviously. But if those 2, their main purpose will be for that. So definitely on my on the second video, on the update to this one, I'm gonna have 1 Mask of Darkness, and I'm gonna still keep my 1 Magician of Faith. Like, their job is just to bring something that got destroyed back to my hand. If I wasn't able to negate it with Dark Bride, or Solomon Strike, if it was by a monster effect that destroyed backfill, I could negate his ass and go from there. But again, it's like each card has a specific thing to do. but I think I was trying to do too much, and I think that's what made the deck go a little slower than normal. But again, like, I was still happy because, you know, it's Dark Magician. My combos are still coming out great, even my new crazy ones, you know. Like, again, look at that normal Dragon Monster, but that's a tuner. Again, his sole job besides, you know, synchro summon is if I'm able to do fusion, I could go ahead and bring out the fusion Dark Magician guy. But I don't know, guys. I'm still happy with the results. Like, I know I could do better, but I'm still happy with the results. Because look, now here comes the second combo. Once I synchro summon with Dark Magician, I could always just bring him right back, and that's how the combo works. And if I would have my continuous spell card, as soon as Dark Magician hits the field, well, guess what? Now I'm removing one card from your field out of play. So I don't know. I'm thinking also that I'm gonna have one equipped spell card. I'm trying to think of the name, but I could describe it to you guys. It's basically, once you equip it to any monster, it'll give them 1,000 extra attack points. So Dark Magician will go from 25 to 35. Now I think that would be the better move right there. But if I could get a continuous equip card, which I saw there are out there, but I believe they're for different decks, but I'm gonna look into that as well, having one equip card where I could keep recycling, right, 2 Dark Magicians, so in case there's something stronger, I could get over on it. But again, these are ideas that I'm playing around with for my second video of the update to this one. But yeah, I'm gonna simplify it to its true form. Have only what I need, cause see, well, all the gems that I got, I bought every single ultra rare fusion, every single ultra rare card. Like, I basically went gemless. All right, I lost all my gems buying all these ultra rare cards for this deck, and at the end, I can't use it the way I wanted to. So that kind of got me upset. But it's okay though, it's fine. But again, I'm just like, I'm so used to like the old way of playing. Like, you have to understand, like, I stopped playing when Monarchs were cool, like the original Monarch, not the 28 guys, which I want to build a deck with them as well. Like, that's when I stopped playing Yu-Gi-Oh. So coming back to all this is like, so much to learn, and I hope you guys are learning with me as well. Let's see how we do in the next battle. Alright, let's see who gets to go first real quick. Oh yes. Here we go. Alright, let's see what we got here. Okay, not bad. I mean, I could ritual summon now and then set the trap card, and then on my opponent's turn, bring Dark Magician back. Or I could just summon this guy, use his effect to bring a Dark Magician to the graveyard, and keep the guy I got in my hand as well. It's a lot of options. Alright, let's go with the fusion. Here we go. And that's the great thing about that ritual spell card. Not only can you ritual summon, but you can also fusion summon with that card. So it's basically 2 cards in one. So having 3 of those cards is very important. Even if you only decide to run 1 copy of the ritual monster, like I run 3. But even if you decide to run 1 to 2 copies, having 3 of those cards is still vital, because in case you don't, like right now in my case, I don't have the ritual card monster in my hand, so I was able at least to use it as a fusion and bring out my fusion monster. So again, having options is what this deck is about. And I clearly have a lot of ways where I could go. I could go synchro, fusion, XYZ. Like, I could do a lot of things with this deck. It's very versatile. And again, but I think that was my mistake as well, making it too versatile where I'm trying to do too much and I'm losing focus of what I just needed to do, so I could hurry up and negate, hurry up and ritual summon. And like, I need to be one step ahead against these other decks, especially with the meta decks right now. They're too much. Their speed is ridiculous, where they could have a field full of freaking monsters and then they could hurry up and link level 4 or 5 and you're like, what the hell is going on? So same thing with the synchro summoning, like that. I'm trying to think what was the name of that synchro summoning, where they could, like, they use some of the junk tuner monsters to fill up the whole field with them, and then they just start bringing out all these high level synchro. I think it's the Stardust Dragon synchro monster set. Like, they could just bring a whole bunch of them motherfuckers, and it's just crazy. Like, so it's hard to compete when they go first, and on turn 1 they have freaking a field full of monsters that all their job is to negate. So it's gonna make it harder for you to get going. So even though I don't mind going second, I think going first with a Dark Magician deck is vital. It really is. So take that advice. If you're gonna do a Dark Magician deck, go first. You need to go first. And it sucks to say, but you need those little advantages in order to get over on some of these decks. Like right now, this guy is stronger than me, so he's gonna pretty much keep destroying me because I'm just gonna keep bringing Dark Magician back. So this is why I'm talking about, if I have an equip card where I could keep recycling it without having to use Magician of Faith, where when it goes to the graveyard, and then use the equip card. No, I know there has to be a equip spell card where I could use multiple times, or have the options where it could go back to my hand or do something like that. I know I read it while building this deck, but I think I need it because 25 is just not gonna cut it. I need my monsters to be a little bit stronger in order to get over a lot of things. And protecting this this continuous trap card is key. Same thing with your continuous spell card. And again, that's why I run 2 Dark Brides to try to protect them as much as I can, because once you have your Dark Magician in your graveyard or in your hand, you could just keep recycling him. And Dark Bride will also protect your Dark Magician in your graveyard in case they have that spell card, Call from the Grave, where they'll remove 1 card from your graveyard. So that's a card we have to watch out for. Yes, I just remember that, because man, that card is such a pain in the ass. Because I literally started running only 2 Dark Magician too, which is another thing. I think I'm gonna, in the second video, I'm gonna pump them up to 3, just in case 1 or 2 get, you know, banished from the graveyard. At least I have the 3rd one where I could continue doing the plays. A lot of Yu-Gi-Oh players only run 2 Dark Magicians, mainly a lot of them, and it works for them. I ain't gonna lie. It'll make the hand less bricky, but you know what? I want Dark Magician in my hand as soon as possible, because I have 6 other different ways to get that trap card and that spell card to my hand or to the top of the deck where I could draw into it. And again, that Dark Magician girl, the 2000, I forget her name, she searches out Dark Magician. Once you discard 1 card and special summon her, she'll give you a Dark Magician to the hand. So I actually do have a way to search for Dark Magician as well. So there are like many different combos that I have here. What I'll do is, I think I will take out the original Dark Magician girl out this deck and have 2 copies of the other girl. So like that, I could have a searcher for Dark Magician in case I don't draw into him in the 3 copies that I'm going to run in the future. I think that's what I'm gonna do. And maybe I will have the 3 skill drains. I'm not sure, man. Like, I need backfield protection as well. Not from card destruction for backfield, but to be able to destroy their monsters. But if I have skill drain and I have my combo set up, then I can start removing them from play once I negate their effects. So it's a double-edged sword, guys. It's like, that's what you have to choose, to be honest. You could go with a backfill of rolls like I did, which I went the burning route way, which I have 3 magic cylinders and 2 rings of destruction, which, as you can see, hardly a lot of them didn't show up. But you could do that, or you could have your 3 skill drain, or you could have your 2 bottomless, 2 of the parasitic cards, where you could discard 1 card and then remove 1 face-up card from the field. Either it be a magic or trap or a monster. So you have options. You could go the skill drain way, burn way, or, you know, destruction way, where you can just destroy your opponent's monster, giving you the freedom to continuously attack them. Now, I know you're thinking, well, that's the whole point of the continuous spell card and the continuous trap card, so you could keep bringing him out so they could do the destruction for you. And yes, I agree with you. But sometimes when you don't have that combo, you're gonna need those extra backfield destruction cards to save your ass. So again, that's the hard choice you have to make. And I made that choice because I literally wasted a lot of gems to get 3 freaking skill drains, and at the end I didn't even use them. Or at least I didn't give them the proper time. Because, you know, obviously before I recorded these videos, I was doing a lot of testing. I was testing a lot of the combos. So this is where I said where I struggle a little bit, you know. Where I was losing, but I was only losing because I was trying to test out, well, how the skill drain will benefit me in this deck. And a lot of the duels that I fought, even at 3 copies of skill drain, the shit wasn't coming out. Let's be real, it was not coming out. I have 3 skill drains, they wasn't coming out, and when they did come out, shit, I already lost like half my life points. I was on the verge of death, and then to waste an extra 1,000 to get Merc, it's like, come on. So that's why I took the 3 skill drain out. Now obviously we've seen a lot of YouTubes where fucking skill drain is the main star and fucking helps the deck, but like, you know, it wasn't working for me. And I played like freaking, like, I believe I did like 20 duels testing out skill drains before I decided to say, nah, I gotta cut this shit. And mind you, in those 20 duels I was testing this deck, like, okay, what combinations are working, what are not, before I said, okay, now that I have my deck solid built, now I'm gonna take it online. Well, I've been taking online, even those 20 matches were in rank, but I didn't record on them because, again, I'm just testing out what's working, what's not working. All right, obviously I didn't win all in a row like as you see in the video. I'm just showing you highlights of wins that I did get with this deck, showing you as much as I can with the combos of each match that allow me to win. You understand? So again, that's how I did it. So I did my 20 matches, I saw the good and the bad, and then I kept only the good. But even now as I'm watching this, it's like, okay, I know I could do better. And I'm definitely gonna drop that second video, the update. I will, like, especially if Master Duke could hurry up and unlock some of these cards. I don't have my notebook where I wrote the whole deck down. I don't know where I'd put it at, but I could tell you some of the cards that I really wanted to put for this deck, but Master Duel doesn't have them. They don't have them, or I haven't unlocked them, because it's bullshit. Because once I type it in the search bar, you would think it will show saying, oh, not available or whatever, but it wasn't even there. So I'm like, alright. But man, this guy got me on the roast, man. Fucking Cyber Dragons, bro, they're a pain in the ass too. Which to me, Cyber Dragon and family and friends with the Cyber End combos is like, alright, this is like, you know, whatchamacallit. What was the GX? Yu-Gi-Oh! GX with Jaden and them. So it's like, I was still playing Yu-Gi-Oh! At that time. So it brings me back that they hooked up the Cyber Dragons more than they already have. So it's like, okay, it's not a bad deck. I would think I will make one, because I already did ancient gear golem, I did one of those, so I wouldn't mind making a cyber dragon deck. I really wouldn't. Let's see here. Alright, so I mean, at least I get to special summon now. And it's weird how I didn't take no damage, but he buffed up his character to 42. That's crazy. I mean, obviously I don't bring Dark Magician back. Maybe I could get rid of his fusion monster. Again, that's the whole point of having the combo set up like that. Every time you special summon, you move some shit. Or I could link summon them and do it again, but for some reason it's not allowing me to blow up shit. Like, well, obviously I'm in battle phase, but alright, main phase 2 is with the effect. I mean, how come the spell card hasn't affected it yet? Again, I'm still learning with this deck. Again, like, even though I tested a lot of these combos out before before finally starting recording, again, I'm still learning. I'm still learning, guys, and every time I play, I'm only getting stronger and better with better ideas, and I can't wait to make the update to this video, to be honest. I think it's gonna become one of my top 3 decks next to Blue Eyes. I mean, this guy's killing me out here, but hold on. I mean, I could special summon the other Dark Magician from my graveyard. I'm trying to see if I could get that blow up effect, man. Like, the fuck. Hold on. Oh yeah, activate that effect. I'm trying to think here for a moment. I got a brain fart. Like, I'm trying to, like, hold on, like, think. Like, this guy's fucking fusion monster is pissing me off. Alright, I need to get rid of it. This should work. Alright, I don't know why it didn't work on the last turn, but right now it should work. Hit the field, remove that shit from play. Yes, here we go. Alright, kiss that shit goodbye. And then I could XYZ and then use the trap card to bring back Dark Magician. Then I could get rid of his Link monster as well. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna XYZ summon. Okay, put both shit, but if I XYZ, then the fucking Dark Magician won't be in my graveyard. But I could activate whatever the effect of the XYZ monster, so I could throw at least one of them in the graveyard. Oh, he killed himself? What the hell? He quit. Bro, he had me on the ropes, but fuck that. See, believe in your combos, and look at that. That's what happens, guys. It all works out at the end. Don't just give up. Let's see. All right, one more match and that's it. I'm done for the day. Come on, let's see how we do with our next challenger. All right, here we go. All right, and it's in a promotion match, and I go first. Let's go. All right, here we go. Let's see what our opponent's playing real quick. Yeah, this is definitely the last match I'm tired already. Alright, here we go. Okay. And another thing, I might get rid of that spell fusion card where it allows me to discard banish any amount of spellcasters to bring out a fusion from my extra deck. I might get rid of that for a Pot of Avarice. Like that, I could return 5 monsters from the graveyard to my hand and draw 2 cards. And the only reason why I say that is because I need to recycle some of my monsters in order to play the combos. Now, the reason why I have that fusion spell card there is because, I guess, let's say towards the end of the game or in the middle of the game, when I have like 5 spellcasters in the graveyard, I could go ahead and banish them and bring out that 45 fusion guy, spellcaster, which is pretty badass. But I have to, again, I'm trying to do too much, so I gotta simplify it, like, or I might leave it, I don't know, and just find other ways to get better hand control. Again, they have another ultra rare card, Soul of Something, where if you discard his ass, you draw 2 cards and yada yada yada. And he will be an extra spellcaster in the graveyard. I mean, I thought about using that guy, I really did, but like, I only have 1 copy of him. A lot of people use it as 3, but again, it's like now I have to get rid of 2 other cards in order to have 3. So it's like the choices are getting harder and harder. Like, come on, like, I can't make these choices. It's hard, dude. It really is. Like, if Master Duel will give us a freaking side deck, right? If they will allow us to play, like, force every online match best out of 3, and allow you, okay, you fought your first match, you get like 1 minute to hurry up and do a side deck, like switch your cards out, and boom, second battle will start right away. Like, that would be great. Like, Master Duel needs to do that. And again, you could play where it's just a one single match or best out of 3 match, and you could choose before you go online. Like, I think that would be awesome. What's wrong with this guy? He's gonna quit already because I bring out a high level monster? Like, come on, bro. What you gonna do over here? I hate when they do that. They want to waste the whole time trying to see if you will quit, but I'll just simply start playing on my phone when they try to do that shit. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. I'll see you guys in the next one.